Welcome to the New Voices for the Theater 31st Annual Festival of New Works. My name is Heather Falks, and I'm the Program Director for New Voices. On behalf of SPARC and the Festival Company, I thank you for supporting young artists' work. The play you are about to witness is titled Imagine. The playwright is Lucy Caudle.
Scene 1, The Hike Up. Lights up on a shaded hill midday. The sun comes in shards, broken through the shadows of the motherly trees above them. Every few steps, there is a jarring break in the greenery, and a blinding light comes down on Cora and Henry to disrupt a hike that would have otherwise been lethargic. Cora hums lightly for a while, just loudly enough so that Henry won't be bothered by it. The path is shaded, so she is cool, but not chilly. As she notices the sun pressing down on her for more than a few paces, she stops and looks up.
Henry, look! It's a clearing. A pile of boulders, maybe the rock collection of a giant, or the entrance of an ancient tomb.
Cora is suddenly a rock climber, and the last peak before she earns herself the title of first climber to conquer the world lies before her. She rolls up her sleeves, wipes the sweat from her forehead, and straightens her chalk belt. There are no ropes. On this cliff, she'll be able to feel the wind whistling against her neck, and know in one slipped handhold might send her hurling miles through the air and onto the cold, hard ground below. This is her chance to prove herself. This is the end of Mount Everest, where she will mount the American flag for her country. She will be a hero.
Henry, we've got to climb this.
Climb that? It's too steep.
Never mind, my boy. Patience and courage.
What?
Swiss Family Robinson, the book I'm reading.
Isn't that book like 200 years old? Also, where are we? Every time we come to Pikes Hill, we get lost. Did you bring the map this time? Or did I? Cora, what are you doing?
I don't know. What are you doing?
You're so reckless and disorganized and unobservant.
I'm plenty observant, dumbass. You want to play this game? Look, no beer bottles, no ashes, no feces, no litter. This place is undiscovered. Jackpot, right? And see those vines rolling up the side? Those are honeysuckle vines. You love honeysuckles.
Those are just vines. And how do you know honeysuckles are in season?
The honeysuckle season is warm. Also, you should have noticed that I took a right turn like 100 feet from the base of the hill. So I have no idea where we are. Map's in my pocket. Probably won't be very useful, though.
Why do you always get us into this shit? Cora, you know I don't like to get lost.
We're not lost. It's an adventure. $10 I can beat you up these rocks. It'll be awesome. Great for sketching, you know? Come on, let's race. I'm so confident you get a head start.
$10?
$10. 1,000 pennies.
No head start. I'm winning this for real. You just wait. Wait, what was that about a head start? No fair.
Scene 2, The Hike's End. A quarter of an hour later, Cora and Henry are sprawled out on sun-heated rocks like lizards, surrounded by brush, sucking on honey blossoms, and taking in the city laid out before them.
You've got this whole view of the city to sketch, and you draw a flower?
Yeah, honeysuckles, like symbolize happiness?
'Cause they're yellow.
Maybe.
Henry, what's that on your hand?
Nothing. My hand slipped on the way up. Since when do you have Band-Aids?
There's a certain level of disorganized to the point where you know where everything is. It's just in disarray for everyone else. Drives my mom insane. Kind of like my own personal encrypted code.
And what do you call that?
I don't know. The Cora method.
Fancy, the Gore method. Sounds like something you should be knighted for. I, Queen Elizabeth, dub the Cora of Coral Ridge Point Apartments, scientist of this organization, and sage of Messy, coiner of the coroner method, a knight of the Great British Isles.
It's the United Kingdom, Your Majesty.
Ah, yes. I must have forgotten. Old age, dementia, the old spot of tea.
Your Majesty, I've been beheaded!
My bad, Sir Cora. I mustn't be like the French, shall I? Psh. We really need to watch less Downton Abbey.
Maybe we need to watch more. Our accents could use some work. But that's probably a bad idea.
Is your mom gonna be home when you get back?
No. If she was home at 5, it'd be Christmas or something. She'll be back at 8, I think.
You'd think she'd get off earlier for spring break.
Yeah, it's cool. I'm used to it.
I don't know how you handle being alone so much, especially with a mouth that just runs. My brother's staying at his friend's house tonight, so he probably got enough food for you to stay for dinner. And also, you know my parents don't hate you.
My parents don't hate you. That's reassuring.
You sure you don't want to hang out till your mom gets back? We could watch Downton Abbey while you play with your Rubik's Cube and I draw the weird dresses?
I'll be all right. Someone's got to feed Snake, right? Now come on. It's hot up here. I'll race you back down.
Nope.
Scene 3 of the apartment. Cora's apartment in Ridgepoint isn't much. Snake meows from the other room. The window on the other side of the kitchen is slightly ajar, so the ruckus of teens from the bar stories below and the squealing tires of cars passing by float up to the room. It is simple, somewhat still, and all she has ever known.
Hey, Snake, give me a sec.
And there is something about the tranquility, the familiarity of the street noise and the smell of oil and mold that Cora loves.
Hey, Mom. I went on a hike with Henry today. It was really... Yep, I got Snake. Do you want me to set the table? Oh. I thought tonight... Didn't you say someone else is taking over? Okay, love you.
But even with the honking and cursing and drunken singing from the city below, Cora knows somehow that it is too quiet. Something is off.
Holy shit. Good God.
Now, Cora wouldn't be afraid of the stranger if he hadn't just barged into her apartment chased by shouting. He's 25, she guessed, or maybe a tired 20-ish, a little scrawny. She can tell his baggy sweatshirt is a hand-me-down, and she takes note of bruises lining his jaw. The bags under his eyes are too deep to solely be from exhaustion. Cora can see right through him. This is the kind of kid that is always in trouble. But his eyes. Cora can tell he isn't bad. He seems scared more than anything else.
Oh, hey. Easy. Does it look like I'm here to hurt you? Oh, okay. Maybe it does. I'm not though. I promise. I just need to hide here while these guys pass.
Who the hell are you?
No one. Okay, Evan. Evan. It doesn't matter. I'm not a criminal. What do you want to know? I don't want to be stabbed. I should go now. I was just leaving.
Why are you here?
I'm on some people's bad side.
But you're not a criminal?
Okay, that was a lie. Technically, yeah, I'm a criminal. But not really, though. I'm an art student. How criminal can we be? I really should be going. They're gone now.
Who's gone?
No one. Seriously, it's not that cool.
How many members in the House of Representatives?
What? I don't know. Why? That's 8th grade shit.
So, you don't work for the government. You're not majoring in politics. If you don't care about governmental structure, you probably don't know too much about indictment. I could call the cops on you and you wouldn't even know what was going on. Also, Hillview University is a liberal arts school that has a very good visual arts program and the only college in the city. You probably go there. Seems like you're not there for liberal arts, meaning you're telling the truth about being an art student at a college that offers massive scholarships. So, you're not from around here, you're probably alone, you're not very rich, and you might be a good artist, but when it comes to academics, you're stupid.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Cora?
You're not that observant. My name is laced into my backpack. 435 members.
Did that guy just run out of this apartment?
Yep, hi to you too.
Who is he?
Evan something. That smells good.
What did he... Oh God. Cora, are you okay?
Fine, I'm fine, just hungry.
Where's your mom?
Work.
Still? Did you?
What?
Did you stab him?
What? No, I didn't stab him.
Well, I thought you might have...
You think I'm a murderer?
No, I don't think you're a murderer.
I can't believe you.
Cora! I didn't say you were a murderer. I brought food. I guess you didn't have anything better to do than watch that stupid show.
Thanks. Really. Pepperoni and onions?
Only on your half.
The usual.
Scene 4, the streets. Cora peers around corners curiously. She's on the streets, dodging passers-by and clearly looking for someone. Cora is oddly fascinated by the bad side of the city. It is only a couple blocks from Ridge Point, and she drags Henry down sometimes to marvel at the abandoned houses and get into thrilling, dangerous alleys. Cora always enjoys a good chase more than Henry does. But today, Cora comes alone. She is curious and looking for someone. Slipping nimbly around corners and dodging the gazes of her potential enemies, the ex-world-renowned climber is now a spy on a mission. She is like Black Widow, like James Bond, but better. The key to saving the world is in an alley here somewhere. She's behind enemy lines on the streets near the evil lair that will try to take over the world. She has to find her target for her agency so that she can rescue humankind from the incoming disaster that they might release. She has to find a serum before it lands in the wrong hands. But she is on a time constraint. She has to be back before her mom is.
Hello?
Cora?
What?
You can't be here. You should go. Kid, this isn't me. I shouldn't. This isn't me, I promise. This isn't me. You know that.
I know.
I wish you didn't. What? You know? You know? What do you know? You're a kid wandering on the streets. You know nothing. Nothing. You don't even know me. All you know is Evan. Evan. God, Evan. You know nothing. You and your little apartment with your books and you're thinking. You know nothing. You don't. You can't even begin to understand anything that I've been.
Sorry.
Just go. Go back home. Didn't you hear me? I said go.
I can help.
You can help. I don't need your help. Just go home. How are you gonna help me? Huh? Look at you. You're a kid. And me, I'm too far gone. Just go home. It's not safe here. Just go.
Scene 5, the school. As soon as the bell rings, Henry is flying down the halls of the school, pushing past cliques of giggling girls and teachers that try to slow him down. He arrives at his locker, which he always keeps unlocked, and throws open the door. It clangs against the metal next to it, but Henry doesn't pause to see if it left a mark. Henry burst out the doors to be met by the warm spring air of victory. Henry has done it. He has finally beaten Cora to their favorite bench.
Ahem.
Oh man, Cora, how did you even? You win every time, man. You're such a cheater.
I don't cheat. I finished Miss Grisham's test early. I aced that and then snuck out to the bathroom before the bell rang. Boom. Another win. What's the score?
The score resets after the break.
Does not. What's the score?
29 to
Say it a little louder.
29.
You're missing something.
29 to 0, okay? 29 to 0. You're winning by 29. And I'm the 0.
That's what I'm talking about, loser. Also, where's your sketchbook?
Shit, I'll be right back.
Cora can see figures in the forest 100 feet away. She doesn't know the forest well, as kids aren't supposed to go in there. They aren't like the woods on Pike's Hill. They're a forest in the city, home to nothing good. But Cora knows she is just too curious not to intervene. Cora is no longer a climber or a spy. She is a lioness, armed with her stealth, the element of surprise, in the shade of the trees above her, waltzing in a silent dance through the grasses of an African savanna. She has her targets, the 3 unsuspecting hyenas in the fields before her. They are tossing around something small and defenseless, a lion cub, maybe, and Cora immediately feels she has to save it. She continues to stalk her prey further into the forest, feeling her instincts hum to life inside of her as what is left of reality fades. There is nothing to stop a lioness from attacking. As she analyzes the figures before her, she finds the hyena's target, the lion cub, particularly familiar.
I left it in history, and apparently Ben picked it up and saw the honeysuckle sketch that I... Cora? You're not going to give me again. No way. I'm expecting it this time. You can come out now. Stupid, you got me. Cora?
Get off.
Hey!
Cora, where did you go? Into the woods? You went into the woods. You know your stuff could have been stolen right off this bench, right? Cora, you know this guy?
Henry, this is Evan.
Cora, are you okay?
Why did you have to come in there? Why did you have to stop them?
What?
I had it under control. And you run in throwing rocks? Or whatever it is you did. And they run away.
Had it under control? Evan, you were on the ground. It was like 3 guys up against you.
Can someone tell me?
I was going to be fine. You had to scare them off, and now they're going to think that I'm...
Think what? That you're a coward? What's so bad?
Yes! Because I'm dealing with my own shit. Then some little girl races in trying to... I don't even know what you were trying to do.
Help you. I was helping.
Here we go again. I don't need your help, Cora. Can you understand that? Like, I don't need it. You should have left me alone. I would have handled it.
Oh, sure you would have. I don't think so. If I hadn't helped you, you'd be knocked out on the ground or worse.
No, you're wrong. I would have... I don't...
Can someone tell me?
Evan was getting beat up in the woods. I saw him. I went to help.
And they shoved you over. Stupid.
And someone can't take the fact that they needed it.
Cora, are you okay?
Better than ever. I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm okay.
Whoa, steady.
Oh my god, her head's bleeding. Can't you see that?
My head isn't bleeding, Henry. You're talking so loud. It's okay.
Let her sit, idiot.
That's what I'm doing.
It's not a big deal. I just hit it when I fell. Probably fine.
Just go, dude. You don't want her help? Fine. I don't care. Just leave us alone.
My name is Evan. And I'm sorry she got hurt. I didn't ask for her help. Well, I met her the other day at her apartment and...
You were the guy who busted in.
Busted in sounds harsh. I didn't bust in. I was just trying
Go,
to...
man. You really should leave.
Henry, listen. I think I have a concussion. The school nurse is probably still inside.
Good idea. Just leave, dude.
It's Evan, and I can help.
Evan, yeah, you're stupid. We don't need you. Do you realize what could have happened?
Henry, it's all right. It's not even his fault. Come on.
Can I help in any way, or...
You can leave.
I'll be fine.
Scene 6, the apartment. Cora isn't asleep. She can't sleep. For every few minutes, her world starts to spin, or her head pounds and throbs like it has a heart of its own. So, because she has a concussion and can't read or watch anything, she does what she does best. She daydreams.
Hey, Evan.
Hey,
Who are you running from this time?
no one. Oh, maybe you're a friend?
Henry always means well. He gets pretty jumpy when he doesn't know things. Sometimes I think he talks just to talk.
You always leave that unlocked?
Yeah, I never plan on it, but I always do. So, what happened earlier?
Well, I was in that fight, remember?
Yeah, with the hyenas. I'm not that out of it. And that's not what I mean.
Yeah. I guess the hyenas.
You're okay?
Yeah, kid, I'm fine. Where are your parents?
My mom's always working some late shift. Henry's here, though, in the other room.
And your dad?
Was never around.
Huh. You bored?
Out of my mind. So, you're a poor artist on scholarship to Hillview, running from people who always seem to find you. Sounds like a bad movie plot.
Oh, yeah. And I'm not from Ridge Point. I'm from Riville. It's a couple 100 miles south. I worked for a few years after high school there. And when I got the scholarship, I came up here alone.
It's not the police chasing you. Who is?
I have a problem with the stuff. You know. And when you feel the need for this stuff, you can sometimes overspend. And when you're at a preppy school on scholarship and you you look like you might be rich, but people can give you a lot of stuff and you can't pay them back. So they get mad. Just I'm sorry. When you found me, all I could think was, I'm not myself anymore. What this has made me into, how I look insane. Look, I couldn't accept that I might have.
I think I understand. I mean, I'm not trying to say I know everything. I don't want you to get mad again.
Look, I get it.
Why are you telling me this?
I don't know.
I'm like 10 years younger than you.
Well, I guess you are. But you're smart. You're a kid, like, that's for sure, but you're smart. And you could have killed me back, and you didn't.
Well, I'm not a murderer.
Yeah. And you could have left me in the woods after you saw me, but you didn't. Really? Throwing rocks? Well, your aim is terrible. But you helped me. Or you tried. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, Cora.
Hey, man.
It's Henry.
Henry, is that a sketchbook?
Yeah.
Can I see it?
Evan's at Hillview for art.
Oh, then, yeah, here.
Honeysuckles?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a rough sketch, but it's
The way you've captured the light. It's really good. You've taken classes.
no.
Well, you're a natural. God, it took me forever to pick up shadows, but this is really good.
Thanks. Hey, Cora, my mom texted me and told me to be home by 9, and it's 10 till.
Yeah, you can go.
Just call me if you feel better or worse, or
Gotcha. I'll text you later.
see you tomorrow morning.
I'll meet you there.
So what's your deal?
My deal?
Your deal.
I think. I'm alone a lot, and it helps.
I get that.
When is this going to end? You've got college, you've got family back home, and a scholarship, right? You know, eventually it'll take over everything.
I haven't thought about when the addiction is gonna end.
Hmm.
Cora sees through Evan's blatant sarcasm, through his tough demeanor, and through his hand-me-down clothes and sagging eyes. She sees a boy cowering alone in a burning building, debris falling all around him. Across the bridge that was being swallowed by the fire, the boy trembles helplessly with wide eyes. Cora steps out onto the bridge between her and the boy with an elegantly calm air, feeling the tongues of the fire licking tauntingly below her feet. Another bang sends more pieces of the ceiling crashing down between them, and the boy retreats even further away from the base of the bridge. He is scared. He is alone. He is condemned by the flames. Cora takes another step, her arms out in an attempt for balance. She locks eyes with the boy and gives him a trusting glance. Both she and the boy are in the burning building, one that Cora has only just stumbled into. But she knows why she is there. She has a mission. She tells the boy that he is safe, her voice, though soft, echoing with kindness through the deteriorating world around them. She does this in only a few words.
I'm here for you. So what now?
Scene 7, The Hike. Cora stumbles to the top of the boulders on Pike's Hill, where she and Henry had gone before. Patience and reason are the two fairies by whose potent help hope to get our boat afloat. John David Weiss, Swiss Family Robinson.
Wonderful work. Thank you. We're going to begin our talk back. If you're interested in participating, you'll leave your camera on, but you'll be muted, and you'll just give me a little wave. We are going to start off with Andrew for the very first question.
Lucy, how has your play changed during the New Voices process, including the workshops that you did last week with Jamie and your playwriting peers? And then what happened this week in the rehearsal room with your actors and your director, Lucretia?
It's changed a lot, for sure. Evan's entrance, which sort of determines the central conflict of the play, is way earlier than it was originally. So I would say the entire play is more fast-paced than it was when I originally entered it into the New Voices competition. And the dialogue is probably like tighter than it used to be. It's more realistic. And I think that's something that I've come to realize in the second week, working with the actors, is trying to make every line more humane and really personalize it to each character. So, yeah.
Awesome, thank you.
Lily, you have a question?
I'm curious, when you're writing a play, do you see it before you hear it, or do you hear it first? What kind of senses are you engaging with?
It's probably a mix of a lot of it, just because this play is not just one scene, right? It's not like a 10-minute play. It's like a whole story, or the beginning of one, at least. But when I start to write a play, I usually see it first. So I imagine actually started out as a short story, which is what I'm more used to writing, which is why the imagery is played into so much. And then that which I like created the stage directions out of the actual prose of the story. That was just, me being very descriptive in how I wanted the play to be. But it really turned into this narrator character who has a deeper connection to the play. So yes, to answer your question, I usually do see it when I'm writing it.
That's super cool. Thank you for sharing.
Of course.
It's always so neat to learn about the process for each of the playwrights. Are always so unique. Good question. Susan.
Lucy, you are a young woman with many talents, and I'm just curious as to where the playwriting fits into your goals and the things that you love.
Well, thank you. I love writing so much, no matter what it is, whether it's, prose or poetry or playwriting, which is relatively new in terms of everything I've been working on lately. And I don't really know what it all looks like in the future, but I'd love to study acting and I'd love to study playwriting as well.
Create your own opportunities that way. Jaden, your peer playwright, has a comment or question.
Yeah, so I had the honor to be Lucy's partner throughout this whole rehearsal process, and it was just so amazing to see her director, manager, and actors bring this wonderful play to life, as well as portray these powerful character dynamics. So I want to ask you, why did you choose to write about substance abuse specifically? And you mentioned earlier that this is the beginning for Imagine, so I'm excited to see what's next.
So I chose substance abuse specifically because when I was younger, I used to work a lot with older actors just because they would come in from, other places to do shows in Richmond. And, when you work with those people, when you work with people in a show, no matter who they are, you get very close to them. And the age difference there, which is not something that you normally see, has like a huge effect on people. And I would witness people struggling with substance abuse, because unfortunately a lot of adult actors do. So I chose that just because of how common it is and my personal experience witnessing people dealing with that. And yes, this is just the beginning of a story. I don't know if this becomes prose or a bigger play, or if it's just, left to your own imagination. Sorry to make another pun. There's been a lot of those this week, so.
Any more questions?
Yeah, I actually have a question. Why is it called Imagine? Why is it that title?
Well, a lot of the way the story is told, obviously, is through Cora's own imagination. And a lot of the themes of the play are based around what things could be, what the future could look like, and thinking, bigger than just yourself. And there's a lot of Cora's own resilience that is tied into how the play progresses. And so she can see a lot further than what actually is, both, in her own mind and in what she can do to help other people, which is, yeah. So all of that plays into what the title is.
Thank you. I was wondering. And I didn't ask during the first week because I was throwing at everybody. So thank you.
Heather, we probably have time for one more question.
Another question or final thoughts? Well, I will take the opportunity to say that I've been watching Lucy for a really long time. She is a SPARC student and has worked a lot in the community, and it's really neat to get to know you in this capacity, and I can't wait to see what's next. Please keep writing.
Thank you so much. I definitely have a lot to learn, but Thank you.
Well, there's next year too, right? Keep submitting to all of our playwrights that are entering into another year of high school, whatever that might look like. We're still here for you. And on that note, I thank you all that were involved in Imagine. Thank you for bringing your time and talent. It was a beautiful production. Congratulations.